From incredible spawns, to beautiful landscapes, to structures not spawning the way they should. These are some of the craziest seeds in all of Minecraft. And these aren't just going to be your typical seeds that you find all over the internet. A lot of these I actually found myself, and some of them are a bit more obscure. And with that, we're on to Chapter 1, World Records. These seeds are seeds that have the most of something, either the highest something, the lowest something, the biggest something, the smallest something, anything like that. And the first seed we'll look at has the most blocks at world height at spawn. This seed has 62 blocks at the terrain height limit, the world record for non-structured terrain. Now that's pretty cool, but what about the smallest mushroom island out there? That's right, on this seed at coordinates negative 62,500, negative 72,720 is the smallest mushroom island that can exist. 1 block. I actually found this one myself. I'm pretty proud of it. But smallest mushroom island, that's honestly not too hard to find. But what about the largest? Is it this seed that has a 737 by 537 large mushroom island? That's pretty big, but it's not even close. This seed has one that's way bigger. It's about the size of Kiribati, the island. Like, the islands, but the largest that anyone has ever found. This was on the large biomes preset, so it's a little bit cheaty, but it still took days of searching to find. And that's searching done by computers, not just people. You have this one that is 12,000 by 8,000 blocks. That's the size of Hungary. Now on to the next seed. Ocean ruins are these things you usually find on beaches, right? And underground. So they're usually found at about sea level. But the highest ocean ruin ever found was 250 blocks up. That's 190 blocks above sea level on this like really big mountain. Now you've probably been to this biome. It's called the ice spikes biome. And have you ever wondered what the tallest ice spike can be? They can get to around 50 blocks tall usually. But when floating islands are thrown into the mix, then you can get massive ones like this one. That's 111 blocks tall. Now there is technically a break at y equals 118, but it's pretty clear that this is part of the same ice spike. Now those are some pretty epic records, but in reality there's not really much you could do with that. They're just kind of cool. But if you want to start your own Minecraft world and you don't want it to just be boring terrain throughout, here are some of the prettiest landscapes in Minecraft. Chapter 2, Pretty Landscapes. This seed has a massive oval ocean with mountains all around it and a little bitty island in the center. So whether you want to make a base on one of those cliffs or a base on the tiny island, then that's your choice. Although I'd probably suggest the cliffs because there's no trees or anything on the island. Now people notice pretty quickly on this seed, there's an island that's shaped exactly like Texas. So if you live in Texas in real life, then you might want to make this your Minecraft base. If you're willing to go back a few versions, because it is only on 1.14 unfortunately. Now most of these seeds I either found or were submitted on my live stream where I checked out all these amazing seeds. And my good friend Isolate submitted this one for Reddit, and they were saying, oh look, it looks like a heart, but honestly, it's shaped like a bean. Now enough of the pretty landscapes, because while they're cool, they're not really that hard to find online, and I personally am a fan of more technical things, such as structures, where Chapter 3 comes into play. This seed, in Java Edition 1.16, has a village in it. Wow, that's crazy. But
wait! There's more!
It also has a shipwreck on it. Wow, that's also crazy. But the shipwreck is not damaged at all, and it's perfectly docked at the shore of the coast, like the village. So it's really not a shipwreck, it's just an actual pirate ship. And this next one isn't the rarest seed ever, but I guarantee you've never seen it. It's a village with no houses? I actually found this one myself while I was filming a video about the terrain generation in Minecraft, ironically. So that's why it's not like at spawn. There were no programs, no computers that used to find this. I just found it myself and I was really shocked. Now, another one I found myself, this time using some programs. I found this ruin portal that spawns inside of this desert temple, which is already pretty cool. But if you look inside the chest of the desert temple, there's 2 notch apples and 3 diamonds. So if you're looking for a quick and easy start to your survival world, maybe check that one out. And if you do it at 1.20.2 or whatever version I scanned for this seed with, then you'll also find some feather falling 4 boots in the ruined portal chest. Now this next one I also found myself. You're starting to realize why structures are my favorite. Not only does it have a village inside of a mansion, which is always pretty funny, like you got this garden inside the hallway, you got some parkour renovation I see.
Here in Parkour Civilization.
But you also have a ruined nether portal, which catches the entire thing on fire. with all the villagers and the pillagers, which is either unfortunate or funny, depending on what kind of person you are. Now this next one is one of my favorites of all time because you have a desert temple that's in a massive cave. And not only is that incredible, and the cave itself is so cool, but if you try to go into the basement of the desert temple, you know, where the loot is, then there's none of it. It cuts off at bedrock. That kind of sucks for you if you're looking for chests, but this amazing terrain is more than worth it. Now, desert temples without chests are pretty rare, so that's why I was pretty stoked to find this one that I also found myself. A ruined portal spawns inside of the desert temple, covering up all the chests, so there's no chests. I mean, except the one from the ruined portal, but it's really not that cool. Now, people are always wanting villages to be added to all the biomes that they're not part of, like cherry villages, or swamp villages, or jungle villages. But no one's really mentioned an underground village, except that's exactly what happens in this seed, where there's a single village house that's in a super dark cave. It's actually really cool. This next one features a pillager outpost on top of a massive ice cliff. Now this is another one found by Stofix. He's really cool. Make sure to go check him out. It's actually so cool. This is like full on like villain layer stuff. Anyway, that's all the seeds for now. Comment whether or not you want a part 2, and I'll probably do it anyway because this is just really fun. Also, Zippy is inside of my jacket right now. Thanks for watching.
I hope you liked that video. Please comment if you did or not. If you comment that you didn't, it will attract lots of bots. Just kidding, my channel is still quite small, so we don't have to worry about bots at all. Did that make you